Welcome to Embroidery Garden. I'm Reen Wilcoxon, and today I'm going to talk about making a standing snowman from my Snowman Snowballs. Several years ago, someone posted in my In the Hoop Facebook group a snowman that they had made from the snowball set. So you can use any of my Snowman Snowball sets to create a snowman. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to make the face, the head, just like you normally do per the instructions. Then to make the second part of the body, you're going to take that template that's included in every set and you're going to increase it and make a bigger plain ball for the bottom of the snowman. So there are a couple of ways of doing it. If you look at my snowmen here, these are large snowmen. These are larger than what the person who originally posted it made. These are ones that have been, the templates have been increased by a lot more percentages. So a few years ago, I went teaching at another event and someone had brought in a snowman that they made and it was really big. Her name was Lisa. And I don't know, last year sometime I was looking through old photos. I ran across the photo of me holding that snowman. I posted it in the group and it generated a lot of interest in making really big snowmen. So Lisa provided some information on how she did that snowman, the percentages she used. But first I just want to talk about, if you want to know how to put a snowman together, I do have written instructions on my website. If you go to embroiderygarden.com and you type assembly, ASSEMBLY, into the search bar in the upper left, these instructions will come up. And what's included in that, it will tell you exactly how the snowman is made. I did a YouTube video on how to make a hat. It's not these hats shown. The hat that I did the video on is, it's a little hat that has fringe at the top. There are written instructions for making that hat in these purchasable instructions. The video for making the hat is also on Embroidery Garden's YouTube channel. The purchased instructions also tell you how to make a scarf, and it includes a embroidery file for skis to put on the snowman. So you can go to Embroidery Garden's website again, look that up, and that's for making a regular snowman using the head size as it comes in the sets that I sell. So to make a bigger snowman, you take the original printed template that you get and you're going to increase the size of it. So for example, the smaller snowman, I used the original template and I enlarged it 175% for the head, and I enlarged the template 200% to make the body. Now to enlarge the template, how do you do that? So when you print your template out, and in your printer settings, most printers you can enlarge by a percentage. So if you want to enlarge the original template by, say, the 50%, then you would just type in 50 and print. You know, I can't help you with all of your printers. If you have a problem, you can always take it to a print shop. So what I'm going to focus on today, though, are the two that I made that I'm showing you right now. So the smaller snowman, his overall size without his hat, he's about 18 inches high. His base circumference is about 39 inches. That means if you take a tape measure, put it around his body, it's going to be around 39 inches. I'm sorry, that's the larger size. The larger size, 18 inches high, base circumference 39 inches. The small guy, he's about 14 inches high, and his base circumference is 30.5 inches. Those measurements are going to depend slightly on how much you stuff your snowballs. I tend to stuff the snowballs a lot. I like them nice and firm. Again, any of the snowmen will work. To Lisa, who came up with the percentages of how to increase to get different looks, She basically says that if you increase like 20 to 30%, and that means you want the body to be 20 or 30% larger than the head so that it looks in proportion. So for this smaller snowman, I enlarged the template 175%. I enlarged the template 200% for his body. So if you look at this template, when I printed it out, I actually had to tape additional paper on here. When you start getting into the larger sizes, you need legal size paper, or what my printer happens to do is it will print in it'll print it on 2 pages, or if it cuts it off like what this one did, I could figure that out myself. I knew the overall height, so I taped a piece of paper onto the back side of this. You can see right here's where I taped it. And I just drew the line myself to finish off the 2 points. When you start getting into these larger sizes, you will have to use legal size paper, or you're just going to have to kind of piece it together yourself or take it to a print shop. When I increased the template to make this guy, I used the 200% template for the head, and then I increased the template to 250% for the body. Now at 250%, you can see where it stopped printing. These dark lines, that's where it stopped printing. So again, I ended up having to tape paper onto the ends, and I knew what the overall length was, and then I ended up having to draw my points in to get my template. I would not go larger than 250%. It starts to distort the template. Even when you get into like 200, 225, the template starts to distort some. So I think 250 is the biggest it can go. On these snowmen, the hat. The hat it's a free pattern off of, I think it's funfleece.com. It's actually a hat for a person to wear. The free pattern offers several sizes in it. I used the 1-year-old pattern for the smaller snowman, and then the adult size for the larger snowman. And it's a real easy sewing pattern to follow. So, you can download that to make the hats. The scarf, it's just a length of fleece, however long you want it to be, however wide you want it to be. And it's tied around the neck, and then scissors have fringed the ends. You can decorate your snowman. In the group, if you look through the group, I did post some pictures, and there are snowmen that have snowflakes, little embroidered buttons, gingerbreads, Christmas trees. There are even a couple of lumps of coal, and these designs are all from Rhonda at stitchintimedesigns.com. And you look under her minis. She has categories on the left-hand side. If you click on mini designs, you're going to find a lot of designs that look really cute to embroider down the front of the body. On the smaller one, that little lace snowflake that I put on the hat, that's from Rhonda's site too. I just used her freestanding lace snowflake to put on that. Now the faces. You can enlarge the faces if you want. I don't guarantee how the faces are going to stitch out. On my machine, I can actually enlarge something and it will regenerate the stitches. So basically what I'm saying is if you're going to enlarge the face, you're taking a chance of maybe it not stitching out correctly. But, that's kind of up to you, your software, and how you try to enlarge something. To get the 2 pieces together, I basically use hot glue. You can hand stitch. It's a little bit tougher. Some people do like to glue and hand stitch the head on to make it very secure. These items, they're basically decorations. They're not really toys. I would not leave small children with these. These are more of a holiday decoration. These two that I am showing in front of you are made with Minky from Shannon Fabrics. They are extremely soft. The scarves, the hats, those were made using fleece, but the body on these was made using Cuddle Minky, which is just so soft. You can put, when you are stuffing the bodies, you can put a small bag of, you know, the little pellets or something like that in to give it some weight at the bottom to help it stand up. But you just follow the instructions to make the snowball, just like the instructions that come in each of the sets are. There's no different type of sewing other than you have enlarged the template. And let's see, what else can I tell you about? Again, there are written instructions on Embroidery Garden's website to make a regular snowman. That means you're using the head, the size of the head that comes with the set, and then the body. I think it even has the body template in that set to make a little bit bigger body. These, I went ahead and enlarged the templates. As I told you before, as I told you earlier, this one, the body of this one is actually the head of that one. But that's how easy they are. There's not, once you guys have been in the group, you've made a snowball, you see how easy it is to make the snowball. Just take that template, enlarge it, and you can make a standing snowman. So I hope that you've had fun in the group, that you've learned something, and that you continue to make snowman and post them.